This may be the fanciest recording setup I've ever had. How's it going, everybody? My name is Orangepeanut, and I was really mulling over what I was going to record today, and then it hit me. Ruining everybody's childhood by sexualizing cartoon characters. I don't know if I've ever had a better idea than that. So in today's video, I'm going to be making a little tier list of female cartoon characters from when I was growing up. Only the shows I've watched, because I'm not going to make a list of people I've never watched. But yeah, I'm going to make a nice little tier list of cartoon characters I watched growing up. Only female cartoon characters. If you want the male cartoon character list, I'm sure you could find that on James Charles' channel, but not here. So here we go. We're going to start probably, I think, in the best direction, which is the most famous cartoon of all time, SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob is popular, let's just say that. So they have a couple female characters, and we're gonna start off with Sandy. Now, I don't have this tier list made in my head yet. I'm kind of going as I go because I had to make this video last second because I had no idea what to record. So I'm making this tier list as I go. I may change it as I go, but I'm just gonna go I'll go A, B, C, D, F. Is that good? A, B, C, D, F? Yeah. Okay, so Sandy Cheeks. It's already a good start that she has cheeks in her name. But I don't know. I feel like, athletic, wears underwear all the time. Sandy Cheeks is pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you. But I don't know. Her personality always just kind of gives off this, friend vibe, like a homie vibe. But if we're rating her starkly based off of hotness, I'd say Sandy Cheeks is probably a firm A tier. Maybe if her personality was a little less, like homie-ish, then she'd be a little up the echelon. But I'd say Sandy Cheeks is definitely a good example of a solid cartoon character. So we're going to put Sandy on the A tier of the list. Up next is, what's her name? Mrs. Puff. Now, Mrs. Puff, listen, Mrs. Puff is a raging psychopath. I mean, if you've ever looked at, there's just one theory on YouTube that, she's actually a psychopath. And she is. She has had multiple, psychopathic tendencies, which honestly can be hot if the woman is good looking. However, Mrs. Puff is fat. Not only is she fat, when she gets angry or stressed, she does this little absorption thing, and she gets fatter. So I don't really know. I'm personally not into that stuff. If you are, that's fine. But Mrs. Puff, combined with psychopath and being fat, I'd say probably not at the top of my list. So Mrs. Puff, probably like a D or F. We're actually going to go F here, because I'll go D, all right? D is certainly fair enough, because that's also probably the size of her boobs, D. So, yeah, Mrs. Puff is probably going to go in the D tier list. All right, up next we have Karen, also from SpongeBob. She is, if you don't know, she's Plankton's robot wife. Now, the fact that she is a robot is encouraging, because robots are, definitely, especially if she's a wife, she's genetically programmed to give you the best time as a wife. But literally throughout the series, she was just completely roasting Plankton, roasting his hopes and dreams, being utterly annoyed with him. And personally, I don't like that. I want an encouraging woman, and I feel like Karen was just really not a good person the whole time. She was just outright destroying Plankton, even though she was married to him. So I feel, purely based off of that, I'm going to give Karen a C tier. Because, obviously, I'm sure she's capable of great things. And, robots, they can do a lot of good things, as technology has shown. But, I don't know. I feel like Karen, she's just not a good person. So we're going to put her on the C tier. And then next up, Fairly Odd Parents. I'm only going to do one because I only remember one. Fairly Odd Parents is a show I haven't watched in a long time, but I do remember Wanda, the female fairy godparent or whatever. Now she's an interesting situation because she's magical, not too bad looking, and the magic, I feel like she could do wonderful things with her magic, not gonna lie. That's obviously an attractive trait. But Wanda, I'm probably gonna put on the B tier because as far as the visual and I'm really not trying to get canceled here, but as far as what she could do and she's good, but her voice is just great. So I'm probably gonna put Wanda on the B tier. Yeah, that's probably a good approximation. Next up is Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb was a great show I watched in my childhood. So let's ruin it real quick. I will not be doing Isabella. I'm sure EDP can do that one because I think Isabella's like 11 or something in the show. So I'm going to be doing two people from the show, Linda, the mom, and then Candace. So I'll start with Candace. Candace is basically everything you hate in a woman. Like, she's a snitch. She hates her life. She's annoying. Literally no redeemable qualities. She's tall, like literally a stick. Candace is probably just like as bad as it can physically get. So Candace is going to be our first F tier of the day. Sorry, Candace, or any Candace fanboys or whatever, but Candace is just not doing it for me. You know, annoying, like just not a good body fit. She's literally P-shaped. Like, you know how like there's usually like T-shaped, pear-shaped, hourglass shape. She's a P. Her face is a P. Candace doesn't do it for me. So F tier for Candace. Now next up, going to another extreme, Linda. Linda was what sparked my love of older women. This is a comedy video, by the way. Don't take the things I'm saying too seriously, except this one. Linda is what sparked many young child's love of older women. She had, you know, those like cargo jorts she wore, wonderful. She was so chill all the time. She kept making Phineas food. You know, there's nothing better than a woman who makes food. She was like, hey guys. She's like, oh, you guys just build a roller coaster? That's cool. Here's pie. She was so chill, so wonderful. You know, she had very good bodily dimensions, as you might say it. Linda was just overall just an absolute, probably the best part of the show for me and a lot of people. Like, Linda is just absolutely goated. So she is going to earn our first S tier of the day. Linda from Phineas and Ferb. Oh my goodness. Okay, wow, I probably shouldn't be clapping. There's security cameras watching me doing this. So yeah, I hope they don't pick up audio, but whatever. Linda, S tier. So the next cartoon I'm going to be ruining is Avatar: The Last Airbender, one of the very influential shows in my childhood. And I actually rewatched it because it's on Netflix now. Really good show, really good plot, but let me just absolutely ruin it. I don't know how old the like girls were in that show, but you're close enough. But first, we're gonna go with Katara. Now, Katara, she's cool, but she always she's cute, she's not hot. You know, there's a very stark difference in the middle between cute and hot, but she was alright. I always thought she was, like, alright. So, I guess Katara, she could waterbend. Waterbending could do fantastic things. But, I think I'm gonna go with the B tier for Katara. You know, she was cool, but, you know, she's never got the motor running, one might say. Okay, next, I think I'll go Azula. She was the main antagonist for season 2. And by the way, if you were calling me whatever for liking, it's not anime. It was made in America, like all great things, like French fries and Taco Bell. But I'm getting a little off topic. Azula, she was evil, but you know, I kind of like that. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. It's a good thing to be evil, because like I feel like she would dominate, you know, even though she did only interact with a guy once and it was awful. But I feel like the awkwardness is kind of something that could go pretty well. So Azula is going to be an A tier for me. And then bouncing off that, we're going to go to Tai Lee. She is just adorable. She's wonderful, lovable, and astute in looks. So Tai Lee, I'm not going to go too much about her because I'm pretty sure she was under 18, but I'll put her in the S tier. So, and lastly from that show, we have May. I don't know. I know some people like emo girls, but she was just such a downer the whole time. Like, I'm trying to be up, not down. You know what I mean? So I think May is probably going to have to go either in the D or the... We'll put her in the D because, you know, she's not horrible looking. She's just awfully down and just... Emo girls are not my thing. You know, you can't blame me for that. It's just my opinion. But yeah, those are going to be all the Avatar ones. And rounding off our list for shows is Dexter's Laboratory. I don't even remember about these shows. All I remember are the two women I'm just about to talk about. Now, first is the sister. I think her name was Dee or something. Or it was Deedee, actually. But Deedee was just utterly annoying, got a weird shaped head. It grinded my gears completely. So Deedee is ironically going in the D tier. I mean, that just works out perfectly. So Deedee, just absolutely annoying, did nothing for me. Yeah, but I'm saving the best for last. Dexter's mom. Dexter's mom is the reason I am the man I am today. I'm gonna pull up a picture right now, and I want you to tell me how you feel. It doesn't get any better than this, okay? And that's gonna have to round off our list. I'm trying to think, I could honestly do a part 2 because there are some more cartoons. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Keep this in mind, this was a comedy video. I'm not entirely serious with this kind of thing, but I just thought it was kind of funny. This was inspired by a critical who made a hottest Pixar moms tier list, and that really got me thinking, this is a pretty good idea. So I hope you enjoyed me ruining your childhood as much as I did. If you have idea for cartoons I can use in part 2, I would be more than happy to. But yeah, that's gonna have to round off this video. I hope you all enjoyed thoroughly as much as I did. So yeah. Oh right, the final tier list. Yeah, that's our final tier list. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye. Orangepeanut wants you to subscribe because he needs more money.